Very good afternoon to you and welcome to the news at 12 for Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Today is Wednesday, the 21st day of August 2024. First, the headlines. Federal government announces cost-cutting measures to save 10 billion naira ahead of COP29. Abia State House of Assembly screens and confirms nominees of Abia State Independent Electoral Commission. On the foreign scene, Russian President Vladimir Putin makes a surprise trip to Chechnya 3 weeks into Ukraine's cross-border incursion. My name is Moses Ben with the news. Details shortly.
Every day, every story. If it matters to you, depend on our news team to bring you the latest.
Welcome back. Now on the news in full. Federal government says they are implementing cost-cutting measures to save at least 10 billion naira as Nigeria prepares to participate in the 2024 United Nations Climate Change Conference COP29 in November. Special Presidential Envoy on Climate Action Ajuri Ngelale announced the new directives when he briefed State House correspondents at the Aso Rock Villa Abuja. According to Ngelale, the audit revealed significant wasteful expenditures at COP28, including nearly $500,000 spent on a showcase pavilion, a number of wasteful subcontracts and consultancies, and many other avoidable expenses.
An exercise has been concluded detailing exactly what the expenditure profile was of COP28 with a view to ensuring that we implement measures that would ensure that whatever is spent ahead of COP29 has a function that will lead to the economic empowerment of our people and the economic development of our nation. The nearly $500,000 showcase pavilion that was purchased for last year's COP28 will no longer be an item of expenditure in COP29.
He affirmed that anyone not engaging in activities directly linked to the attraction of business opportunities into the country will not be part of the federal government's delegation this time.
In addition, the delegates' office that we will be using to conduct bilateral meetings and other meetings that otherwise would have been conducted in the showcase pavilion, we will be conducting in the delegates' office that will cost less than 10% of the cost of the showcase pavilion. This will also ensure that anyone who is attending this conference has an economic imperative to be at that conference, engaging with companies, multilateral partners and stakeholders who will attract finance and opportunity into the country for the benefit of our people.
Member of the House of Representatives representing Idiato Federal Constituency, Ikenga Ugochinyere, has issued a stern warning to the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbechukwu, against any attempt to arrest Nigerian Labour Congress President Joe Ajero. Speaking on national television, Ugochinyere cautioned that such an action could spark widespread unrest and create significant challenges for President Bola Tinubu's administration.
The NLC president did not commit any terrorism or murder charge. Drop it! Drop it! So you don't bring people back to the street and create confusion for the president. If you want to help President Tinubu, you go and chase out this bandit in the forest. You go and find out why crude oil is still being stolen. You don't help President Buhari by inviting Nigerian Labour Congress president and accusing him of terrorism and murder and treason. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! There's serious issues. Stop it! If you don't know what people are doing, they need people to leave the place. The president needs help. There's insecurity. People are not farming. That's why there's economic hardship. That's why price of food produce are high. This is the real terrorism. That is the real arson. That is the real terror. That is the real murder that you need to deal with. Not Comrade Ajero, the president of Nigerian Labour Congress.
Ugo Chinyere described the possible arrest of Ajero as a move that would incite chaos within the country, heightening tensions between the government and the labor unions, stressing that any attempt to silence the labor leader could lead to a breakdown of law and order, with potentially devastating consequences for the nation's stability.
And the country is at a difficult moment now, economic challenges, security challenges. To invite one of the shining light that have been in the defense of interests of workers, interests of the Nigerian people will be seen to be provocative and challenging. And I don't think Nigerians will want to accept that at this moment. Let's not do something that will reignite another round of Arab Spring or another African Spring or crisis, because you may think you're playing with something and then you go there to do it, and then workers on the street and Nigerians on the street, and then this thing blows out of what you thought you were going to do with inviting him. So I think this invitation is not, I don't see any basis for that, because I know Comrade Ajero very closely, and I can tell you that Ajero is not involved in any terrorist plot. Ajero is not involved in any terrorism plot. Ajero is not involved in any murder charge.
Former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, has alleged that the presidency and the National Assembly have decided to be bandits against Nigerians. Ezekwesili stated this while commenting on the purchase of the new presidential aircraft during an interview on national television. She said that Nigerians were drifting into poverty every minute, adding that nobody should pity Tinubu because he agreed with everything former President Muhammadu Buhari was doing.
I sing the national anthem that basically represents the country based on the legitimacy process. Now, they did a national anthem in the covers of the night. Between the National Assembly and the president, they did not follow the constitutional procedure for changing an act. It's in the constitution. They did not. They basically negated all the provisions. And so, as far as I am concerned, it's my personal choice. When we stand up to sing the national anthem, I sing, "Arise, O compatriots."
Leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Edwin Clark, has urged the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Umaru Damagum, to summon the courage to see to the exit of the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, from the party for the party to stand a chance of survival. Clark, in an open letter to the PDP leadership delivered in Abuja, sharply criticized Wike for allegedly leveraging his ties with the ruling All Progressives Congress and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to undermine the PDP. He also alleged that Damagum and the PDP National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, are complicit in Wike's disruptive activities, suggesting they are undermining the party's legal efforts against defected lawmakers from Rivers State.
Coupled with his activities during the 2023 presidential election, Wike has done enough to disrupt PDP. This is a man who said before, criticized Matawale for defecting to APC, criticizing the man in the former governor of Ebonyi State, or mayor or something, for leaving PDP, and criticizing Ayade, the former governor of Cross River. Of course, today Wike is dancing in APC, pretending that he's working for President Tinubu to become the next president in 2027. Wike must therefore go for PDP to survive.
Lower court judgment that reinstated Philip Shaibu as the deputy governor of Edo State has been affirmed by the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja. In its judgment, the appellate court dismissed the appeal seeking to uphold Shaibu's impeachment. Shaibu's impeachment, which took place on April 8, 2024, following the adoption of the report of a 7-man committee, was voided by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on July the 17th. Shaibu's immediate reinstatement was ordered by Omotosho, who held that the allegation on which the House of Assembly based the impeachment proceedings was untenable in law and constituted gross misconduct. Reacting to the development, Shaibu noted that the prayers of Edo people have been answered, describing the judgment as a victory for democracy.
It's the prayer of Nigerians that has, again, God has answered this morning for dismissing the appeal filed by Edo House of Assembly. And by the grace of God, all cases against me, because Nigerians and Edo people are with me in prayers, knowing fully well that I'm the oppressed, and I'm the one being intimidated and harassed by anti-democratic forces. I know they will continue to pray for me, and victory will continue to be for us. For today's judgment is victory for democracy, is victory for the judiciary, and it shows that judiciary consistently has become the hope of the oppressed, the hope of the common man, and by the grace of God, that institution will continue to flourish. So this judgment is to Edo people, to Nigerians, and glory to God. I'm so excited and happy, because this is the main case, really. True. Because Edo House of Assembly were the one that purportedly impeached me, and the case today has been dismissed. The appeal is dismissed, and it is dismissed.
Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has received the People's Democratic Party BOT members in a move to put to rest months of speculations that he had left the party. The delegation included the BOT chairman, Senator Adolphus Wabara, former chairman Ahmed McAfee, elder statesman Olabode George, and Senator Abdul Ninge, among others. Addressing the BOT members, Fubara said he was still a member of the PDP and that Rivers was still a PDP-controlled state, emphasizing the importance of clarifying that position to discountenance rumors being peddled in some quarters that he had left the PDP. On his part, Senator Adolphus Wabara reiterated that the PDP under his watch as BOT chairman would not allow what happened to PDP in 2015 and 2023 to repeat itself, and would not stand helplessly while the largest party in Africa was being destroyed by.
And that is why you've been so patient. That's why you've been so patient all along to take all the, I don't want to describe otherwise as a governor. I mean, we have a former governor here. I doubt if he would have taken as much. And we have some other governors, Governor Wood, and those who aspired to be governors. So on behalf of this party, once again, let me thank you for your resilience, your wisdom, and for the fact that you are still in this party.
Abia State House of Assembly has screened and confirmed 5 out of 7 nominees of the Abia State Independent Electoral Commission and confirmed A.K. Ngozi Ugu as the Auditor General of the state. Deputy Speaker of the House, Augustine Merigini, who presided over plenary, said the remaining nominees are to be confirmed pending when they appear before the House for their screening exercise.
Honorable members, we have successfully confirmed 5 members out of the 7 nominees for APSEC, except Ekele Queen Ahuchog, Mrs. and Onyemuche Elekwa, and Onyemuche Elekwa. The rest have been confirmed successfully, with Professor George Chema as chairman of APSEC. Those in favor that this was what transpired, say aye. Those against, say nay. The chairman and the other 4 members so confirmed stand confirmed as members, as chairman and members of APSEC. We have also successfully confirmed Mrs. Ngozi Eke as the Auditor General of Abia State. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Speaking with journalists, the newly Auditor General, A.K. Ngozi Ugu, expressed delight at her confirmation while pledging to work according to laid down rules of accountability, transparency, and efficiency of service.
I will see to the process of making sure that in Abia there is good accountability and there will be that transparency. And the transparency we are talking about has to do with the activities of the governing body, and it has also to do with the good expectations of Abia, which is good governance, which has to be everything to fall in place with rule and order.